Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Copper Owl, bringing you a review on the Nerf Cycloneshock. Take two, because I messed up the first recording. Anyway, let's speed this up. Buy my book, The Epic Acacius Crossroads, at authorhouse.com. Book 2 coming out soon. Well, not soon. I still got to edit the darn thing. But anyway, so let's get to it. So you might notice I have a whiteboard now with the grading on it. That's because I ran out of ink, and ink is expensive. I would rather spend $3 on the whiteboard and just redo everything. I forgot to do the averages. I'm going to do math. I'm going to do the math live. Okay, so the Cycloneshock, I think this is probably the most iconic Mega Blaster there is. It's because I think everybody owned one at one point. And it's just a bigger Maverick, essentially. Very cyberpunk looking, too. And of course, I got the candy cane, the battle camo, whatever you want to call it. And and these are pretty decent sellers, too, at flea markets. And all that, when I sell them. And all that. The regular ones, the red ones. If I could get a red one for $1, I'd definitely sell them. But if I don't get it for that much, then I can't sell them. Because you got to buy the Mega Darts. So it's essentially, these blasters are an investment. If you don't have spare Mega Darts. So it's like, if I could get it for $1, and Mega Darts are like around $4, that's $5, I would have to sell it for $7 to make in order to increase my margins. But I would have enough darts for 2 of them. So I will be able to continue. So I'm grabbing the pen. There we go. So FPS, let's do the math. The lowest was 44.8. Technically, this is not accurate, but 59.4. Adding those together, I'm just going to do it right here. Because I prefer to do the whole thing, but... So 8 plus 4 is 12. 10, 14. Hope I'm doing this right. I divide it by 2. That'll be 52.1. That does seem a bit in there. Yep. Okay, so 52.1. Correct me if my math is wrong, okay? Because I haven't done math in forever. The technology has made us dumber as human beings, but it's I think I still got it. If I could do probability enough to where I could cheat in blackjack, I could do this. I beat you, Fallout New Vegas. I managed to cheat the game. That's how good I am at blackjack. I could beat a freaking video game's odds. All you need is 7 luck. Now, anyway. So the FPS is not good in this. And it could be that because of I'm using that airsoft chronograph. It could be that it's not good at measuring the Mega Darts. But I don't know how far other Mega Darts fly, but they are bigger. So again, this is one of those things I'm not quite sure of when it comes to the actual thing. I'm going to say okay. Now, accessories didn't come with any. What freaking fell? Okay, whatever. Sling attachment point? This is what surprised me. I always thought this had a sling attachment point. It does not have any. And all that. That is so weird. It's a comfort? I want to admit this is a pretty comfortable blaster. Also, another thing. This blaster does not have slam fire. You would think it would. All it does is rotate the barrel. So comfort, I'd say it's good. It's good comfort. Looks, man, this thing looks really cyberpunk. I could see why people paint this thing to have like that steampunk look to it as well, but guys are missing out. This thing would look good, just really cyberpunk. So, profile, no, it's too weird to be considered like a real firearm. So I'm pretty sure a movie actually used this as a firearm. So it might actually be convincing enough when painted all black to be considered a firearm. Tactical points, it has the okay. Oh, I'm just on the top rail, close to the front. I do my job. Tactical rail. It can hold the rockets, but it is a Mega Blaster. So when I use Mega, is it like a good... I have to determine, is this good in like in value and all that. Like I used it in the previous review. Like it was very much oh, what's the word I'm looking for? What's it good in, like, not like the amount of shots you could do or something? Dang, I can't believe I forgot. And I probably have it at the tip of my tongue and I'm going to remember it in the later video. Or like performance, was it? But you get 6 darts to shoot out of this thing. And no, that's... I think I'm going to just use it as like volume. Compared to other Mega Darts, it's like... It's not a lot, but that's still a decent number. I'm going to say it's okay. Because again, we got other Mega Darts that dwarf this thing, but it's... Internals, they're good. It's pretty much just a bigger Maverick. Modability, really good. You could make this fire normal dart. So it's so good at doing that, people banned it. Remember that for a while. Practicality, it's actually, again, it's not impractical. It's just a big Maverick, just as practical as a Maverick. Which nowadays it's like, this thing's... You know what? I'm gonna say it's okay, because that's another thing with the practicality of this thing. It's like, you're probably gonna be the only one using the Mega Darts, unless this thing is like, you need a Mega Darts for a certain game type. And yes, this is pretty good. It's the more smaller blaster, it's more straightforward and all that. But again, there's other blasters that kind of do a little bit better of that role and all that. So that also kind of goes with like a little bit with like the volume of it as well. And later on, we're going to kind of get into that whole thing. Like, as a Mega Blaster, is it okay? Where it's like the little one, the Jolt one. It's like that one's pretty good just because it's small and you could carry it around in your pocket. But volume-wise, like if you really need Mega Darts, it's not the best blaster for that role. Price, these things retail for $20. But all of mine, I think I got for like $3. And again, I won't buy them unless they're like $1. So, but getting them for those prices, absolutely, it's a good price. Paying full price, no. Results: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's tied with good and okay. And that's perfectly fine. So it's like average, very average. And oops, I forgot to put lines right here. Do that right now. This is a heavy. And I want to say it's a secondary. But at the same time, it's so big that I actually wouldn't consider it. I'm considering it... And I changed my rules on extras as like, this is just a good blaster to bring an extra of. No, I changed it from that to being like, this blaster is like so gimmicky that you only bring it for the gimmick. That's why I call it an extra now. So I would say it's a secondary. Buy, skip, or is it a novelty? This is where I'm kind of like, one day I'm going to do a comparison video between the Mega Blasters to see which ones are actually the best ones. And not like in the performance standard, like if you need to bring a Mega Blaster to a game because the Mega Darts do more damage. So, but other than that, do you really need these? They're fun. They're good to modify. They look cool for art projects, but it's not necessary of a blaster compared to other Mega Blasters. So, and its size does matter. So I'm gonna say and there's probably a reason why there's so many in the pawn shops. Not the pawn shops, the thrift stores. Novelty. Okay, you don't really need it but I would say it's not a bad one to have. But I would say it's one of those blasters that everybody just needs to have one of. So, thank you all very much. Thank you all, sorry, I'm tired too. Thank you, my Copper Army. May you all have a good night. Bye-bye.